They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Alvin Kamara.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
7-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing.
No, it's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Huntley. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
47-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. A give. This is Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Here's Breeze to throw. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
That's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think the way to say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And they can't bring him down. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10. Operating from the gun. Huntley got to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. 1 yard. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it.
And he'll take it into the end end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
To number 18.
Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Falcons 21, Saints 14.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
To Julio Jones.
Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That's the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
brings
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. No problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They run. It's Kamara. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, Huntley looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. You don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. He's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a game.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Huntley. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
To number 18,
Calvin Ridley. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Saints 14.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the perimeter.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial tap.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. He's going to keep it again. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
And Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
This is Smith. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
1-yard line. A gain of 9.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
10 at the 37-yard line.
One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.